Hey everyone, welcome to section 5.2. Here we're looking at number 5, present value with periodic interest rates. So if you remember Sam Hines, that dentist, he did some remodeling and he bought some new equipment and cabinetry. It cost him $18,000. Now this purchase will be financed at an interest rate of 7.5% loan over 6 years. Question is, what will Sam have to pay for this equipment if the loan calls for quarterly payments or if it calls for monthly payments? So basically we're comparing the annual cash flows of these two payments, and we'll see which one costs more or less annually. So let's take a look at what we do know first. We'll start with our quarterly payments. Okay, so when we're determining our rate for our quarterly, we know that this is an annual rate of 7.5%. Okay, so we're going to take that rate and we're going to divide it by 4 because it's 4 quarters in a year. Now for the number of periods, again, we know it's over 6 years, but what we're trying to determine is how many periods we're actually going to be paying. And since we're paying quarterly, we have to multiply that by 4. Okay, so in other words, we're going to pay 24 total periods, pay this loan off in 24 periods if you go quarterly. And our present value is simply the cost of that cabinetry. So in this case, it's $18,000. So now we can go ahead and use our payment function. Okay, future value not being used, and we can stop there. Right, so that payment, quarterly payment is $938, okay, 26 cents. Okay, and next part is we need to figure out what happens if we decide to pay monthly, right? So for monthly, again, we're going to take that 7.5 annual rate, and now, because it's monthly, we're going to divide by 12. Now for the number of periods, it's 6 years of the loan, but since we're paying monthly, we have to multiply that by 12. So in other words, we're paying 72 times in that monthly loan structure. And our present value doesn't change, so we still have the same cost of $18,000. Let's use our function. Okay, so it looks like we're paying monthly $311. Now, the question asks, why does the monthly payment plan have less total cash outflow? Now, they've made that assumption for us, but let's make sure that that's actually true. So, annual payment. Okay, so in other words, how much are we actually paying in the total year? So in this case, it's going to be the quarterly payment times 4, right? Because we're paying 4 times in the year. Okay, and we want to compare that to the annual payment if we pay monthly. So that's going to be this payment times 12 because we're paying 12 times in a year. So yeah, you can see that we're actually paying a little bit less if we pay monthly. And basically the reason why is because we're paying more time. So by increasing the number of payments per year, okay, the cash flow is reduced because the principal is being paid quickly, which is being paid quickly more often. Okay, so that means it reduces the interest expense. All right, thanks for watching and happy financing.